On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 8 catches, 72 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second and very short, Kaiser. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
This is Coleman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. To throw, Kaiser. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has a big thank you to say to his defense. He threw the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big thanks is owed to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything. In fact, took the ball away and set them up again. Really nicely done.
So a clean slate and a mulligan. Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Winslow. He finds Matthews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. DeShone Kizer making his way out to the huddle. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Kizer. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they hand off to Coleman. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Kizer now. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Coleman. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Coleman now. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Blues have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Winslow. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Winslow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Brown with his stick skills. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Winslow. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, Winslow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll check it down to Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start our tour at Raymond James Stadium. Cleveland in town to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Stephon Diggs. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
From the 29, Kaiser, the throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Bell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winslow. This complete to Lockett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Winslow. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Able to fight through one tackle. Still fighting for more. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Bell is in for a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Coleman going to get it again on second down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Kaiser. It's caught. Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Brown. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down. Winslow. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, it's Bell. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Caps are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Kaiser. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. To throw on second down. Winslow. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Winslow steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Kaiser's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Kaiser. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. It's Coleman here. And he is going to lose yardage here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coleman again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Lee Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that complete...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Chicago offense set to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw here. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 4. They'll go again with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Kaepernick now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. A screen to Bell. Shoves him aside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Here's Kaepernick. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kaepernick to throw again. Pass out to the sideline. He's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Matthews. goes. His second touchdown on the season. And the Caps are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Kizer. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Kizer. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Kizer on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the air again. Kizer drops it off for Coleman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Kizer to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, possession switches hands. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.